Assassin's Creed Ragnarok is without a doubt one of my most hyped games for this year, and it is a huge year for games. Granted, I am an Assassin's Creed YouTuber, but I think that you guys as Assassin's Creed fans have plenty of reasons to be excited too. Here's just a few reasons why I'm excited, and you should be too, for Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. Let's get into this. Now, for one, Assassin's Creed Ragnarok is being developed by Ubisoft and Montreal 3. This is the team behind Revelations, Black Flag, and Origins, presumably still under the direction of Ashraf Ismail, who directed the latter two of those games. With Montreal 3 behind the helm, we can be sure to expect a game that is character driven and personal in its story, as well as lots of love for Assassin's Creed and its lore. Ash is also on record as saying this is their best work so far, and that's saying a lot considering what these guys have made in the past. Another thing to keep in mind is the setting of this game. While it remains to be seen exactly how the new Viking setting is utilised, the fact that it's so unique makes it quite promising to me. There's a big gap of over 1,000 years that's just gone unexplored in the games between Assassin's Creed Origins and the first game in the series, and a game set in the Viking era could be used to bridge the two. There's also a lot of interesting culture to explore with the Vikings, as well as no shortage of historical figures and events to adapt, as well as the Vikings originating from Scandinavia, which is just a beautiful place with a lot of variety to it that can make for some great exploration opportunities, and a world that's diversity makes it fun to explore and incredibly replayable. The soundtrack is also bound to be something special given the very unique style of Nordic music, and it'll also be even better if it's made by Sarah Schachner, who composed the soundtrack of Assassin's Creed Origins, which was very cultural and sounded very ancient Egyptian, but also very much like a classic Assassin's Creed score. We also know that the game will have had another 2-year gap, although the game will have been in development for 3 years or a little less by the time it releases. I think with us going into Assassin's Creed Next Gen after this being a game that will surely be made from scratch, this very well could be the last RPG game in the series, or at least for the time being. I just don't see Ubisoft using a new engine alone for one game given their track history, as Assassin's Creed Next Gen is definitely going to be built from scratch. However, I do think this is definitely going to be the most refined of the 3 RPG games, and it's going to make some huge jumps. I've compared it to the jump from Assassin's Creed 2 to Brotherhood in the past, because I don't think it's going to be completely different, but it's just going to polish some things. Odyssey began development when Origins wasn't that far along the cycle, so naturally it didn't run very differently. But with this being made by the Origins team, this will be their second go with the engine, and they'll have also had time to hear criticisms about Origins, and I'm sure some of these will be alleviated, and I'm expecting this to be the best RPG game in the series, at least in terms of its RPG mechanics. Also, I think there's a good chance this game could be a return to what made Assassin's Creed in the first place. Not in terms of gameplay so much, I mean in terms of narrative. And we haven't seen a true Assassin's Creed game for years, so to get one, even if it is just in narrative, would be great. Odyssey was set before the formation of the Assassins, and although Quebec tried implementing lore and fan service, it wasn't Assassin's Creed in many ways. Origins, although it set up the Assassins and had a lot of elements of Assassin's Creed, the story didn't feature the Assassins or the Templars throughout, and the strength of the story lies more in Bayek's character rather than the development of pre-established lore, and Syndicate was just far more satirical than anything. This game, though, is being made by a team that cares about the series deeply. However, unlike with Origins, the game is set after the Hidden Ones were formed, and the Viking era even goes up to the formation of the Levantine Assassins. So there's a lot they can do to make this game more of a traditional Assassin's Creed experience, at least in its story. And after half a decade of getting games that might be good, well, one of them was good, none of them have exactly been all the way Assassin's Creed, and I don't think this game is going to be, as it's still going to be an RPG, but after 5 years of wanting Assassins and Templars in Assassin's Creed again, I can't wait for that and so many more things. Anyway though guys, that is just a video on why I'm excited for Ragnarok in a much less structured way, as I've done a lot of my other videos about the game. Do you agree with these? Do you have some other things you want to add? If you enjoyed, maybe leave a like. If not, maybe let me know why. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.